Well, now that short trip's over. G'day and welcome back to UC Mad Scientist. As you probably know, Microsoft Ignite was a fully virtual event this year, and unfortunately, a lot of us didn't get to attend in person, but I have gone through every single session, every keynote, every breakout to try and find every single piece of relevant Teams information that was announced. So here it is, Microsoft Ignite Teams, as fast as I can do it.
I want to start by saying a big thank you. It's no exaggeration to say that the world came to a near standstill earlier this year. And it's this community gathered here virtually today that has helped the world keep moving forward.
Thanks, Satya. I'm excited to show you the latest Microsoft Teams innovations to help you transform meetings and team collaboration. Let me begin on this gorgeous new 85-inch Surface Hub 2S, which we're excited to announce will begin shipping to commercial customers in January. Here, I'm going to join my meeting on the Surface Hub using Proximity Join from my phone or Surface Duo. I can easily select this Surface as my room audio and join the meeting without ever having to touch it. Our latest meetings innovation is called Together Mode, a new meeting experience where everyone is placed together in a virtual shared space, free of grid lines and background distractions. And with new scenes, you are able to set the tone for your next meeting by choosing your meeting place.
More flexible, Dynamic View lets you and your team focus on what's important by pinning the content you want to see. More expressive, with live reactions and chat bubbles that give real-time audience insights. More inclusive, live captions make it easy to follow along, and the hand raise feature ensures that everyone is heard. Live transcripts track not only what was said, but who said it. More together. Uniquely designed Together Mode scenes help teams of all sizes feel close. More customizable. Easily break large meetings into smaller groups for more focused discussions. When you're done, it's easy to bring everyone back together.
Honeywell is using Microsoft Teams integrated with RealWear to bring situational awareness to first-line workers, letting them troubleshoot issues with a hands-free, voice-controlled experience while live streaming to their remote colleagues. And similarly, Suffolk is using the new walkie-talkie feature in Teams to securely stay connected with workers without needing separate hardware. Back to you, Satya.
Thanks, Aya.
Angela Byers, Director of Product Marketing for Microsoft 365. We're finishing the rollout of Tasks app inside Teams. With the Task in Teams app, users can manage both their individual tasks, powered by To-Do, and their team tasks, powered by Planner, in the same place. We're targeting the rollout of these upcoming capabilities this calendar year. We're so excited to say that Project in Teams will begin rollout targeting the end of the calendar year. Microsoft Lists app finished rollout this past month, and Lists in Teams is in the middle of rolling out as we speak. The list of recent and up next innovations is long. One I want to highlight is Add to OneDrive, which is currently in public preview on an opt-out basis. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
Hello, thank you for joining us at Microsoft Ignite. I'm Pete Kiriakou, a Vice President from the Microsoft Surface team. Follow me in. And now, with Surface Duo, we have a new category that is a combination of hardware and software to help people get things done on a mobile device. It's purpose-built for mobile productivity across 2 screens. It has the ability to run all the Android apps from the Google Play Store, so you can stay in your flow as you multitask between apps, or more importantly, single task across multiple apps. Just like using 2 monitors at your desk, Surface Duo lets you run applications side by side. Let's take a look. Here I am on my home screen. Let me show you those apps running side by side. Here's Outlook. So I have my email inbox on my left-hand screen. I'm able to open other apps on the right-hand screen. I can have To-Do open on the right-hand screen and add actions. Or in one of the cool features on Surface Duo, I can open a mail, and if there's a list in that mail, I can simply highlight the list, and by dragging and dropping across both screens, I can add those tasks to my to-do list. Another cool feature on Surface Duo is being able to take an app that's enhanced for 2 screens and being able to span it. Now you can see the app take advantage of both screens. I have my email list on the left and the details of the email on the right-hand side. I'm going to join a Teams call. I can use the device in single screen mode if I wanted, and then I can take advantage of the postures. Here I am in tent mode. If I use what we call double landscape, I can take Teams and span it across both screens. So here I am, keeping contact, that human contact with Sonia on the bottom, while I'm able to see the material that's being presented on top. Just like we did on Surface Duo and Surface Pro, Surface Hub helped create a whole new category of devices, helping people communicate and collaborate seamlessly from anywhere. And with Surface Hub 2S 85-inch, this amazing collaboration and meeting capability can continue in even more room sizes in different environments. To share more about the hardware innovation that's coming from Surface Hub, Kylene Gur, our Principal Design Manager, is going to give you a behind-the-scenes view of Surface Hub 2S. Take it away, Kylene.
Thanks, Pete. At more than 85 inches, we've brought you a larger screen in a smaller envelope than ever before, with bezels that are less than half the size of the previous generation, a display that's 19% thinner and 34% lighter in weight. Let's dive into the details a little bit more about the Surface Hub 2S 85-inch. The speakers are fully integrated, with front-firing tweeters notched into the glass and bass exiting through finely detailed speaker openings in the back. With a modular camera and easily accessible compute shared by both 50-inch and 85-inch devices, your hubs will continue to improve over the years with the latest in camera technology and chipset. We've brought you a floating wall mount for perfect integration, a floor-supported wall mount for easy installation, and a mobile cart that provides flexibility and reconfigurability for any space. And a package that fits into a standard elevator also means that upgrading your spaces with Surface Hub is easier than ever. I'd like to introduce Product Marketing Manager Sonia Dara.
Hi, Kylene.
Hey, Sonia.
What is really amazing is that today, not only can we start a meeting in a single tap, but we can now start a meeting on the Surface Hub from our own personal devices, like a Surface Duo, as Kylene is doing now. You can see the Surface Hub joins the meeting without any user interaction. You'll see we have 2 Surface Hubs side by side in this room. Not only did the first Surface Hub join the meeting, but the second device also joined it through a coordinated meetings experience now available. With 2 Surface Hubs, I can now turn on the new Together mode, so we can see everyone in the meeting on one device, and we can still have the content on the second. To share more about what is coming to Surface Hub on the software side is General Manager for Surface Hub Engineering, Dave Ollis.
The Windows 10 Team 2020 update will be released next month as a free update to all Surface Hubs, first generation and Surface Hub 2S as an over-the-air Windows update. It will be the shipping OS on all Hub 2S 85-inch models and also come on newly manufactured 50-inch models. This update addresses top customer requests, starting with full support for organizations using Azure Active Directory to manage their Surface Hub devices with single sign-on, conditional access, and support for non-global admins. We also added features to help customers configure and manage their Surface Hub devices, adding the ability for modern authentication for cloud device accounts and new and updated mobile device management policy. Finally, this update introduces significant improvements to help end users meet and collaborate on a Surface Hub through passwordless authentication, as well as the introduction of FIDO2 security keys. I am also excited to talk about how we are enabling personal productivity for users through Windows 10 Pro on Surface Hub. We are giving customers the ability to unlock their Surface Hub 2S 50-inch devices, install Windows 10 Pro or Windows 10 Enterprise. Customers are able to use their trusted line of business Win32 and x64 apps from Microsoft Office to third-party applications not traditionally available on Surface Hub, all at their fingertips. Users can quickly sign in via Windows Hello using the Surface Hub 2 fingerprint reader, which will work exclusively with the Windows 10 Pro and Enterprise on Surface Hub 2 configuration.
I would like to thank Dave, Sonia, Kylene, Fabio, and David for joining me today. The all-new Surface Hub 2S 85-inch is available for pre-order reservations starting today in select markets with an MSRP of $21,999 US. Now I'm going to let you go so I can get back to work with our amazing team on the next generation of Surface products. Thanks so much.
Hello and welcome to Ignite 2020. I'm Greg Barabalt and I'm a Principal Group Program Manager in the Teams Devices product group.
And I'm Kendra Baker, a Senior Product Marketing Manager in the Teams marketing team.
Today, we're announcing 2 new device categories for Microsoft Teams. First, to make meetings more inclusive for both remote and in-room attendees, we're announcing a new category of intelligent speakers for Microsoft Teams rooms. Intelligent speakers will bring speaker-attributed transcription for participants in the meeting room, enabling attendees to spend less time note-taking and easily follow along with who said what in the room. And they're optimized for Cortana voice assistants to offer touchless experiences, to join and end the meeting in shared spaces. Intelligent speakers will include a special 7-microphone array to identify voices of up to 10 people in the meeting room. The first 2 participants to launch an intelligent speaker for Microsoft Teams rooms are EPOS and Yealink.
The second new device category is Microsoft Teams Panels. Microsoft Teams Panel is a space and time management solution powered by a native Teams experience running on a compact digital display. With vibrant color-coded LED indicators, you can determine space availability from a distance, while the intuitive and easy-to-read UI presents space and meeting information so you can confirm you're in the right place at the right time. Using the Teams panel, people can book an available room on the spot or find an open space close by using the Nearby Rooms app. IT administrators have the option to customize the experience by integrating first and third-party apps, providing users with even more options to help manage their meeting room experience. We're excited to launch this new category with our first Teams panel partners, Crestron and Yealink.
We're also excited to introduce a new offering we call Microsoft Teams Room Premium. Teams Room Premium builds on all of the essential meetings capabilities of Teams Room Standard and will evolve to include even more. But Teams Room Premium also adds peace of mind with 24/7 management and operations run by dedicated experts, combined with intelligent software which allow you to shift the operational responsibility of meeting rooms to Microsoft. Now, we want to help you get started and experience this for yourself. We can help you stand up 2 of your Teams rooms at no charge. Additionally, Microsoft Teams rooms have been added to the Microsoft Fast Track program, where you can get free remote deployment assistance on select rooms.
Let's move on to the device portfolio for personal spaces. I also want to call out that we have introduced 2 new partners to our peripherals portfolio, including Hudley, who offers a high-quality professional-grade webcam, and Bose, who is offering the 700 UC, which is a sleek, modern headset that features 11 levels of noise cancellation.
We also have a full portfolio of Teams phones for those who want deeper integration with the Teams calling and meeting experience. We realize that being able to use existing hardware can provide important cost savings when migrating to a new phone system on your journey to Teams. With this in mind, we're providing extended support for Skype for Business 3-pip phones beyond 2023, so you can continue to use your existing Skype for Business phones as you move to Teams. Additionally, we'll be supporting core calling features on SIP phones from AudioCode, Cisco, Yealink, Polycom, and others with Teams. Support for SIP phones will be available in the first half of 2021. For customers looking to modernize their phones, we are bringing a new line of Microsoft Teams phones with physical buttons, high-quality audio, and core calling features at an affordable price. These phones are designed for common areas and basic information worker scenarios, with options available from AudioCodes, Poly, and Yealink starting in early 2021. We're also expanding our portfolio to deliver new USB peripherals that have dial pads and modern Teams user experiences for heavy call users. These USB phones work out of the box, feature a Teams button, and will connect to both a PC and a Mac to bring high-quality Teams audio experience. These will be available in late 2020, the first of which will be shipped with Yealink. Our newest device innovation is the Teams Display. Available in a few weeks, this new category of all-in-one devices feature an ambient Teams experience. In addition to a touchscreen, camera, microphone, and speaker, Teams displays offer a hands-free experience optimized for Cortana. So using the Teams Display is simple. Just speak in natural language to effortlessly control and present in meetings, dictate replies to Teams chat, and much more. Today, we're announcing a new way to easily access all of our devices. All Teams devices will be available for monthly payment plans as part of our new Device as a Service offering. You'll see alternative financing plans appear on our web purchase experience beginning in the US and Canada. By the end of this year, all categories of Teams devices will have a monthly payment option, expanding your options for purchasing Teams devices.
Pretty exciting stuff, right? That's just a sampling of the many features powered by Microsoft Teams and Teams devices. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Welcome, and thank you for joining our session, Calling Made Simple. My name is Laura Kramer, and I work on the Teams team as a Senior Product Marketing Manager focused on calling. I'm joined by my colleagues Paul Cannon, who also focuses on calling, and Barbara Kim, who is our personal devices expert.
Laura, thank you so much. And we really appreciate you taking us through the core of calling. Let's talk about what we're announcing at Ignite and what's new in calling. This is always the fun part, and I stole this part from Laura because I love to do and talk about new features. So we now have a brand new announcement around new calling experiences. So I'm going to take it in a clockwise fashion from the upper left. Let's go through it. So first of all, in that upper left position, you can dial now. We've added name, not just number. But of course, really keys for people to understand and do their work during the day is their calling history. So we've built the entire UI around that in the middle of the screen. And it comes with a lot of different filters. You'll be able to filter the information the way you want. And because it's been designed to be flexible, we'll be able to add and support additional filters as additional data types become available inside the product. On the right side, we have a canvas. And today, we just put speed dialing on it, which is very convenient. But in the future, we will enable this canvas for a variety of custom treatments. Imagine having notes right there, so you'll be able to see exactly how your calls are going. And of course, down in the lower left is very small text, but very important, which is these at-a-glance important call settings for items such as devices connected and forwarding status. The next feature I want to talk to you about is collaborative calling, right? And it's a simple call queue experience built on a single pane. Again, does that sound familiar? Because that's how I was describing new calling experiences. And that's on purpose, to make it even easier to use. So really what's happening here is there's kind of a wedding occurring. On one side is call queues. On the other side is our collaboration experience inside Teams. And we brought the two together. And there'll be a phone number to access that call queue. That means then that the agents can work together inside there. And they'll have some great features, like the share call queue log, which allows agents and managers to examine the history of all the calls and wheel their way back through and take a look at it. And you'll have a shared voicemail queue. So if a voicemail comes in and gets left, any agent can come online and process and deal with that voicemail, which makes it very flexible. On the right canvas, we've talked about this before, today it shows agent status, which allows these agents to mark themselves as available or not available. In the future, though, imagine other windows could be there. Maybe if you're a manager, you might actually see reports or other small data bits about what's going on inside this collaborative calling experience. We now have added captions, recording, and transcriptions in calling. This is something that was already available in meetings, and we've now enabled them for calls. They'll be able to capture the speaking of people during the meeting or even have a transcription for afterwards. Supported languages today include English, but as we add additional languages supported in meetings and calling, you'll see those appear shortly. And after the call is finished, a transcription is available for review, even if you missed the call itself. Let's talk a little bit about some of the secret sauce of direct routing. And what's important is the actual SBC. Today, we're going to take that SBC and now make it a survivable branch appliance as well. So it will support call activity even when the connections are down. So in this case, on the session border controller, we've asked our partners to add a virtual machine and provided them Microsoft software, which runs there and provides all of the capabilities of this survivable branch appliance, even when you've lost connection to the cloud. In the future, we hope to enable peer-to-peer calling, so Teams users at affected sites can make VoIP calls to each other, even though they may not be able to call off-site. Also being added is the ability to transfer calls between desktop and mobile. That means you'll be able to take a call anywhere and easily move it from your desktop to your mobile device. You'll be able to easily switch between these personal devices while on the same call. And the one I'm excited about is to quickly add another device to an existing call. And of course, it will support handoff for all types of calls, things like one-to-one calls, group calls, and even meetings. We have added new calling plan geos, bringing our count total to 16. We have added Austria, Denmark, Italy, Portugal, Sweden, and Switzerland. I'll finish out with some announcements around session border controllers themselves. Today, I have a slide covering Nokia here. They've added themselves and are now certified. Congratulations, Nokia. Welcome to the family of certified session border controllers. Ericsson is now completing their certification as well. Congratulations, Ericsson, and thank you for also joining the family.
Thank you for joining us. Have a great day. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Sandhya Rao. I'm the Principal Product Management of Teams Personal Devices and Teams Rooms for Android. And I'm here with Kritika and Arash to talk to you about some innovations we have in the personal space. When it comes to features, we've been working very hard to deliver a number of features across all of our personal devices that are critical to our customers, such as an updated home screen, user delegation options, as well as the People app. In addition, we're working on things like bringing more inclusivity to meetings, such as by introducing raise hands and live captions. And also, we've been pivoting our strategy to meet the recent demands of hospitals as well as other sectors that have been impacted significantly in recent times by introducing things like auto answer, which is critical to some industries. So now, without further ado, let's get into the demos and start with my colleague Kritika.
Thanks, Sandhya. We're going to start our demos today with the brand new USB desk phone that is going to be launching soon. The Yealink MP50 is the USB desk phone that provides plug-and-play capabilities of a USB device while also giving the familiarity of a desk phone. The Teams button gives important notifications such as meeting starts or missed calls. When I press the Teams button, it automatically takes me to the desktop client and to the missed calls page. And when I make an outgoing call from the PC, I'm able to see the caller information on the desk phone. We have added support for background blur on phones that would ease the remote work experience. You can unblur or blur from the call. As we want to see more participants join the call, we have enabled the 3x3 video layout on phones as well. Here we see many people joining in to the meeting. For high volume call users who want to monitor a large number of contacts, we are launching sidecars from our partners AudioCodes and Yealink. Based on hardware capabilities, they can be either touch or non-touch sidecars. The Yealink sidecar can support up to 20 contacts on 3 pages. The LEDs show the presence of the contacts. The same functionality is available on the AudioCode sidecar with a very smooth touch experience. You will also be able to move the contacts up and down by editing the sidecar. For devices that don't have a physical dial pad, we've added a customization where the UX will default to the dial pad view. In addition to this, the users can also manage the apps that show up in the main screen at all times.
Thank you, everyone, and enjoy all of the rest of the sessions.
Oh shoot, I'm double booked again. Weekly status or strategy brainstorm. What would you choose? Yeah, strategy brainstorm's more fun. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Shiraz Kupala, Group Product Manager for Microsoft Teams Meetings.
And I'm Aya Tange, Product Marketing Manager for Microsoft Teams. Another important part of having a successful meeting is being in control. Teams provides the options you need to keep your meeting secure, whether it's meeting with external attendees or a classroom full of students. In meeting options, I can configure multiple aspects of my meeting. Now, there are times where it's important to control who directly enters the meeting versus being sent into a lobby to wait to be admitted by the presenter. Whether you're having a quick huddle with a core group of presenters before kicking off the meeting, or organizing talking points for a client pitch that's about to begin, the meeting lobby can help you vet attendees. So, there's a new option available for bypassing the lobby. Only Me. This means that every person invited to the meeting will automatically be sent to the lobby, including those within your organization. Now, the last area I want to call out on this screen is the ability to keep your meeting attendees' microphones on mute. This is a new feature coming soon to Teams meetings that lets you have greater control over who can speak during the meeting. In the event that someone would like to share or contribute to the conversation, They can raise their hand or request to speak via chat. A meeting presenter can then choose to allow individuals to unmute their microphone. Note that this setting only applies to meeting attendees.
Here you see the new meeting pre-join screen, which streamlines video and audio settings and intelligently chooses the right settings to help avoid the awful echo and howling. And if there's a Microsoft Teams room system nearby, it'll automatically detect and connect to help me save time. Now, the most important part of the meeting is about connecting with people. The new dynamic view in Teams meetings puts people first. It right-sizes the content so everyone is visible. Audio-only participants get prominence next to videos, and it allows you to customize the view to show the people you need to connect with while the content is being presented. Building on our raise hand feature in the dynamic view, you can also send a reaction so the presenter knows what you think. And my new favorite feature is Together Mode, available only in Teams meetings. It uses AI to segment people and neutralize their backgrounds, bringing the group closer together in a natural shared space. This works in any type of meeting, including brainstorms, presentations, classrooms, and even when using our breakout rooms.
We've also developed a codec named Satin to assist in low bandwidth situations. So let's take a listen. This first audio clip is what happens when you have a very choppy network.
When joining meeting over a Wi-Fi or cell connection.
Ouch, that's painful.
I know. But
when joining meetings over a poor Wi-Fi or cellular connection, high packet loss can adversely affect the call experience. In this demo, we have configured the network to induce a burst loss of 300 milliseconds every 600 milliseconds, corresponding to 50% packet loss.
What you just heard is our engineers deleting half the data and then reconstructing what's left into a clearly intelligible voice. That unprecedented packet loss resiliency is what we are bringing to all Teams meetings this fall.
Using machine learning, Teams detects abnormalities with network patterns and optimizes audio quality for ultra-low bandwidth networks, including those with as little as 7 kilobits. Let's listen to the differences.
We tried to replace the coin but failed.
A pound of sugar costs more than eggs.
Drop the 2 when you add the figures.
The ship was torn apart on the sharp reef.
We tried to replace the coin but failed.
A pound of sugar costs more than eggs.
Drop the 2 when you add the figures.
The ship was torn apart on the sharp reef.
We will soon be updating live captions to include speaker attribution. Now, you can follow along with what is being said in the meeting, including who said it.
Aya, here's where we take that to the next level with the new live transcription. Say you get distracted in a meeting or you joined a bit late. With the live transcript, you can just scroll back and review what was said earlier. And it will also include who said what to make it easier to follow the conversation. Oh, hey Aya, thanks to the new chat bubbles, I got your message about the final numbers. Let's take a look.
Sure, 1 second, I'm pulling it up. So here's the summary. Do you have any questions?
With PowerPoint presenting, I can navigate the slides on my own to look at something more closely. Presenting confidently is so important. We are bringing PowerPoint presenter view to Teams meetings, so the presenter can see their slide notes and thumbnails while the audience sees just the slide. And you can show the meeting chat and roster alongside to keep up with all the activity going on in your meeting.
Many memorable presentations engage your audience. Using the built-in polls, you can ask questions easily, in real time. And because it's powered by Microsoft Forms, you have the rich reporting capabilities to analyze the results later.
With Teams, the conversation and artifacts automatically come together in one familiar place, so you can keep the collaboration going. Open the calendar item and you'll find the meeting recap. Includes the chat, recording, transcript, notes, attendance report, and whiteboard alongside the files attached to the meeting. The responses from your meeting polls are right there too, so you can analyze the results in context.
From all of us at Microsoft Teams, thank you for joining us today.
Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Nicole Herskowitz, General Manager for Microsoft Teams, and I'm so excited to be here with you virtually at Ignite. So let me hand it over to my colleague Karan to show you some of these recent Teams innovations.
Thank you, Nicole. With Teams, we are committed to helping our customers conduct more effective and engaging meetings. So let's take a look at some of the latest capabilities. First, we'll start with the recently announced Dynamic View. It's essentially a more flexible, intuitive experience that adjusts to prioritize whatever is the most important piece of the meeting. So when someone starts sharing content, you'll notice that it automatically adjusts to prioritize the content, shifting the meeting attendees to the right-hand side. If I need to see others along with the content, for example, the presenter and the decision maker in the meeting, I can simply pin them next to the content and the teams will adjust automatically. I love the fact that I can see both content and people at the same time. Additionally, with the large gallery view, I can now see up to 49 people at the same time in a meeting. Another capability that can be very helpful in large meetings is breakout rooms. Now I can divide a large group into smaller groups for more focused conversations. I can easily decide how many rooms I need and assign participants into the rooms, whether automatically or directing people manually. Here, I will create 2 rooms and manually assign participants to ensure that at least one member of a product team is there to facilitate the discussion. The full rich experience that you expect from Teams meetings is available within these breakout rooms. As you can see here, one room is using an app to capture feedback within the meeting, whereas the other one is using Whiteboard to brainstorm. And when it's time, I can easily recall everyone back to the main meeting. During the event, I can use one of these new content layouts to present the content in a more engaging way. For example, this layout allows the audience to easily connect with the speaker while they're following along the content on the screen. Finally, we want to make sure you have the insights to help you assess the effectiveness of your events. This new engagement report provides key insights such as the number of registration views, how many people registered, and how many people ended up actually attending the event. The engagement recap allows me to see details on how long each attendee participated and the attendee registration information, such as the custom questions we added earlier. So there you go. A ton of new innovation coming to Teams meetings and virtual events that will help you drive more effective communication and collaboration. Back to you, Nicole.
Thank you for your time, and we look forward to partnering with you on your transformation journey.